So here I'm just showing the problem for 77. Here it gives us the two vectors v, I plus j, and w is 2i minus j. So that's what I've written up on my whiteboard here, and that's what I'm going to be looking at. It wants us to use the law of cosines to find the angle between alpha between the two vectors. So I drew coordinate axis here. What I want to do is I just want to label, draw out the vectors for each one of these. So v is I and j, so it's a 1-to-1 ratio. So v goes off in this direction with an emphasis there. I'll probably just cut it off here. And then w was 2i minus j, so that's just 2i minus 2j. So then the opposite direction. So down here is w, and then v is right here. So that's the beginning part of our triangle. And then it wants us to find the angle between it. So if I wanted to complete this triangle, this would be u, just for labeling sake. So we have v, we have w, then we have u over here. Make that a better u. So we want to find the angle alpha. So let me label that. Alpha is right here. So really I'm just going to redraw this triangle so we can see it. We want this angle alpha, v, w, and u. So they want us to use the law of cosines. So really what we have to do is we just have to find the magnitude of each side so we know what each side length is. So what I mean by magnitude is like v, magnitude of v. So then 1 squared plus 1 squared equals square root of 2. Magnitude of w is going to be 2 squared, 2 squared. I know it's negative 2, so I'll just write that in, which becomes 4 plus 4, which is the square root of 8, or 2 square root of 2. So there's the magnitude of w. And then the last one I want u. If I look at what u is, w and v, it's pretty much v minus the w will get us to u, because we're going in this direction for w and that. So if I want to go this way and that way, that's what I'm going to want to do. So u So I need to figure out what v minus w is. Here, let me go back over this. I'll do that in a different color. So the magnitude of u equal to 1 . So then I have all my lengths listed here. So once I have all my lengths, I just want to use the law of cosines. So if I wanted to find alpha, which is that, so cosine of alpha, going back to our formula for this, we're going to take our opposite side and subtract it, so this should be v squared plus w squared. Actually, and it should be the magnitude. I know there's a lot going on here in the formula, sorry. Let me move that up. So I'm just plugging in the numbers here, and then I'm going to ultimately take the cosine inverse. So when I write this out, cosine of alpha, what's this? Square root of 2 squared plus, I'll write it as the square root of 8. Be easier. And then square root of 10 all over 2 times square root of 2 times square root of 8. So I'd solve all of this side and then ultimately just do the cosine inverse. So alpha is equal to the cosine inverse of all of this here, which when you plug it into your calculator should get you 90 degrees. Okay, so that's 77.